What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's TheGamingSofa here, bringing you some Halo 4 online gameplay. And initially I was going to upload some Black Ops 2 gameplay, but I decided to hold back on buying Black Ops 2 until next week, because at the moment I have a lot of games on my plate. I just barely beat Assassin's Creed 3. I need to complete all the side missions on that and try and get 100% on that. I haven't beat Halo 4 yet. I've just been playing online endlessly. I'm really addicted to the online. Just been playing Halo 4 online. I think I only played like 2 missions of the single player so far. And The Walking Dead episode 4 came out a long time ago, and I still haven't beat that. So and then the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, I just recently got that. So I have a lot of games on my plate, and I want to beat them before I get onto Black Ops 2, because I know once I get Black Ops 2, I'm going to be addicted to that game and just playing it. So I'm holding back on Black Ops 2 until I can beat the games I have at the moment. So as far as this video goes, it's a video pretty much about my personal thoughts on the online portion of Halo 4. Arguably the online is the go-to component of a Halo game, and I'm going to be, my personal thoughts on this, because I've been with Halo since the beginning for the most part. The only Halo game I didn't really buy was Halo Wars, and I still haven't bought that game. I think I only played the demo. I never actually bought the game or took enough time to actually play the demo. I think I only played like 5 minutes of the demo, and then I stopped playing it because I'm not a big RTS guy. But Halo has always been my go-to game for online. For most people on this planet, it's Call of Duty, but for me, I always felt more attached to the Halo universe. So Halo has always been my go-to game for the online, So with the Halo 4, it's a big deal for us Halo fans. And a lot of my friends are PS3 users, so they don't have access to Halo 4, but so most of my friends are PS3 Call of Duty guys, but they are interested in the Halo franchise. So they ask me how is Halo 4, and Halo 4 so far is phenomenal. I've only played like 2 missions of the story mode, and I've been playing endlessly online, and as the online is just it's phenomenal. I'm really excited with what they did with the Halo Online. They added a lot of risky things into the Halo Online. One of the things they added were loadouts, and loadouts is a very risky thing to add into the Halo Online, because Halo is known for being a very balanced multiplayer. A lot of people really liked the Halo Online because it's very balanced. So adding in loadouts to the game can lead to some balancing issues, and what 343 Industries said that they were focusing a lot on were balancing the loadouts, making sure that one loadout wouldn't be a lot better than another loadout. They were trying to make them equally powerful, but the only difference would be just suiting the way the player plays. And it worked out great, and that's what I'm really surprised about, because in most games, loadouts can really lead to some balance issues, like Spec Ops: The Line. I've talked about how that game online was very generic, and not only was it generic, but it was also very unbalanced. I found there were some guns that were much more powerful than other guns. Let's say one gun would be only good when it's in close quarters, and then from long quarters it would barely do any damage. And then there was another gun that would do great in close quarters, and it would do great in long shots. And the online in that game was just all over the place. But in Halo 4, it's really balanced. You have for the loadouts, there's only specific weapons you can choose. You can't choose every gun and every weapon in the game as your loadout. There's only specific weapons that you can choose. For example, you can choose the assault rifle, the battle rifle, DMR, Covenant carbine. Weapons along that area pretty much just the same amount of they deal the same amount of damage. But weapons like rocket launchers, shotguns, and like the energy sword, those weapons are still scattered around the map. Like Halo 3 and the previous Halo games, the way you would get weapons is pretty much just by finding them on the map, and that's still here for weapons like like the rocket launcher and energy sword. That's still here, but only for like very powerful weapons. Now just the weapons that deal the same amount of damage, you can just pick them for your loadout. And that's one of the things, that's pretty much how they managed to balance the loadouts. And it works surprisingly well. On paper it sounds, it might work, it might not, but when you're actually playing the game, it really does work. It works great. And And some people have been saying they kind of Call of Duty-ized the game. It's kind of similar to Call of Duty now in some aspects, like the loadouts, which it kind of is in some way. Like they added loadouts and they added kind of like a kill streak kind of thing. Like it's not necessarily a kill streak though. Like in Call of Duty, you would get a kill streak by getting a kill, but in Halo, for example, you see on the left side of the screen, you see a little like a little cube thing with a circle around it, and the circle's getting filled up. That's kind of that's pretty much the kill streak kind of thing. But the way you fill it up is by you can get assists by cleaning it up, you can get kills, and then but it would get filled up like on the amount of points you get, not necessarily what you do. Like let's say you get a kill, a normal kill is worth 10 points. It'll fill up the bar a little bit. But let's say if the kill that you got was a revenge kill or like a kill from the grave, you get 20 points for that kill instead of 10, then that bar would fill up even more. And then once it fills up, you get a choice of either picking a weapon or an armor ability. Armor abilities would consist of speed boost or a double shields, things around that nature. And then the weapons would be kind of powerful weapons. They'd be powerful weapons like a saw. A saw is pretty much a dream come true for me, because in Halo I'm more of a guy that just goes in close quarters and starts getting the kill with an assault rifle from there. I'm not really a battle rifle or a DMR guy. I'm more of an assault rifle guy, and the saw does fantastic damage close up, but it doesn't do very good damage from far away. And so for me, that's pretty much just an easy way to get kills, because I'm a close quarters guy. And so, and then right here like I don't really know what it's called. I think it's called in can't remember what it's called, but I just got it, and I got I believe this is, I can't quite remember what this is. I think it's double damage. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what I just got, but that's pretty much an example of what you can get. And so again, people have been saying it's another example on how it's kind of like Call of Duty. Well, this isn't actually really an example of how it's Call of Duty, but more along the lines of how it's modernized to today's standards of video games. Like you can now sprint. Like in the Halo, pretty much every Halo games before this, you couldn't sprint really. In Halo Reach, you could have a loadout that would let you sprint, that you'd press the loadout button and then you'd sprint if you had the sprint loadout. Now you can sprint whenever you want. It's so it has been modernized a bit to meet today's standards of video games, which is a good thing. I cherished the way the Halo had its online back in Halo 3, but I'm really happy with the changes that are bringing into Halo 4, because it works really well. So I'm happy about that. They also added things like they added in a kill cam. When someone kills you, you can look at the kill cam of them, how they killed you. So that's pretty much an example also how they kind of Call of Duty-ized it a bit. But for the most part, it's still a Halo game. It plays like Halo. It feels like Halo. It still is a Halo game, and it works really well. Like the maps in this game are great. The maps are very well made, just like Halo 3 and Halo Reach. So Halo 4, the online in Halo 4, I'm really liking the online. The customization is great. The leveling system is great. I'm really happy with what they're doing with the online. So I recommend anyone plays the online. It's very good online. So I guess that's it for now. I'll be uploading Black Ops 2 gameplay next week, maybe, hopefully, if I'm done with all my games. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see ya.